1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't know what time it was and the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll out of soul, he said. Then the loud sound that seemed to fade came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. Is there one no DJ that was hazy cosmic jive? There's a Starman. And then we're into the chorus, which is too high for me. I can't hit that F. Never mind. Aside for the singing, actually this isn't a difficult song at all. It's very straightforward, just a couple of sections, quite a lot of repetition, but you do have to play, if you want to play in the original key, a big fat 6-string F. I don't really think there's any kind of substitute for that. So if bar chords aren't your thing, then maybe this isn't the perfect song for you to play right now. In a moment, once we've had a look at everything, I'll go through options of putting the capo maybe up on the 3rd fret, playing this as if in a different key. We won't completely get rid of the need to play bar chords, but it will make things a bit simpler. We'll see. But for now, let's just carve out the basic chords for the verse and the chorus and the interlude section. We'll look at some strumming, we'll look at the intro separately, and then we'll have a playthrough of the whole thing. Now, first things first, let's look at a guitar strumming style that we can use pretty much throughout the song. We've got 4 steady beats in the bar, and I want to divide each one into 4. So, daka 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 daka. Semiquavers, or if you're in the US, 16ths. Daka 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 daka. So I'm going to strum down, up, on each beat. And I'm going to start here with a G minor, because that's how the verse kicks off. It's an E minor type bar chord, barred at the 3rd fret. Slowly then we're going to have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and loose. 2, 3, 4. Let's just create a bit of dynamic interest here before we speed this up. On the first beat, I'm going to aim for the bass strings. Get that lower pitch going first. And then on the second beat, I'm going to move across to the upper strings. Back for the 3rd beat and up for the 4th beat. So I've got this. That kind of a thing. That's going to give us a sense of bass and treble, create a little backbeat idea there. And if I bring that up to speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that kind of a thing. It doesn't need to be too static or too automatic. We want to create some little accents and some little spaces too. So even if you're not strumming onto the strings, you need to keep those hands moving. Okay, here's the verse. We've got 2 bars of G minor, and then we've got 2 bars of F. Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. And we finished off the first half of the verse with a bar of C, a bar of C7, and back to F. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll out of soul, he said. But on the 3rd and 4th beats of that final F chord, we're going to move that same shape up to the 4th fret for A flat, and then to the 6th fret for B flat. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll out of soul. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we kick off the second half of the verse exactly the same way. G minor for 2. Then the loud sound seemed to fade. F came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. C again. C and then C7. And now it changes. So we get... There wasn't no DJ, there was hazy cosmic jive. A for a bar to G for a bar. There's a star Okay, and then we get into the chorus. But we can do better than this plain old A and G. If you're familiar with the original, at this point on the piano, there's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, this kind of broadcast radio sound. It's very clever. And it's actually on an A. And we can build that into the top of an A chord. If we bar across the top 4 strings at the 2nd fret with the 1st finger, and then reach up with that little finger up on the 5th fret of the top string there. And judiciously strumming down and up irregularly, but only making contact with the strings where we want to, we're going to get. Okay, and actually we can carry that on for the G chord as well. There's a few options really. You could look at any of the notes in a G chord like this and make sure that you've got the A at the top again. I think I'm going to do this. I've got top 4 strings, I've got 5, 4, 3, and then that little finger's going to stay there. So there's a star, and we're into the chorus finally. So let's just have the whole of the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, and that's all he said. Then the loud sound that seemed to fade came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. There was no DJ that was hazy cosmic jive. And now we're into the chorus. Okay, the chorus is a slightly odd 11-bar structure, but it all works perfectly well. We get a bar of F to begin with, and that octave jump that I just can't really sing. Starman, just about the D minor. Waiting in the sky, we're on to A minor just for 2 beats before going on to C. Like to come and meet us, but he thinks, and on to C7. He'd blow our minds, and then we repeat that. There's a star waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile, he told me. And now the final 3 bars, we get 2 chords per bar. We get a B flat, which is nobody's favourite chord on the guitar. You could play it down there as an A-type bar chord on the 1st fret. I really dislike that shape. Or here, which is not quite as horrible, an E-type bar chord on the 6th fret. I'm going to do that. There's 2 beats of that. And then make an E minor shape for B flat minor. Let the children lose it. Now we get down to F. Let the children use it. That's F. The D7, finally G minor to C7, 2 beats each. Let all the children boogie. Okay, so that's the whole thing. The last 3 bars then, if we get this. Let the children lose it. When we go to that D7, in the bass there's an F sharp. So rather than having that note there on the top string, 2nd fret, actually I'm going to throw my thumb over, so best of both worlds, I'm going to get both there. You could do that a number of ways, but having that F sharp in the bass underneath the D7 helps us transition between the F before it and the G minor that follows it. So I'm going to build that in. I'm going to sing the whole of the chorus, more or less, in one go. 2, 3. There's a star waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us. Thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a star waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie. I've more or less got away with that. Sorry about that. And now we get into the final section that we have, which is an interlude. Yeah, the interlude is an electric guitar melody. This stuff. Da 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 da, and there's 7 bars of it all together at the end of the chorus. If we were playing the chords alone, it would be a bar of B flat, of F, of C, and F, and then that repeats. Bye bye da da dum, da 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 da, bye da da dum, bye da da dum, bye da do dum, bye da da dum, da da da. And you would think there's another bar of F there, but I said there are 7 bars, because at that point you actually get thrown straight into the beginning of the second verse on a G minor. There's kind of slightly awkward kink that creates a lot of exciting momentum there. It's a very clever song. We can do better, I reckon, than just strumming those. If we play, here's the tab. That's what I've got, and I'm going to just play in thirds. You might want to do a bit of housekeeping, a bit of kind of organising of your fingers. I reckon if you've got 2 fingers on the same fret as we have at the beginning of this first bar, I'm going to use my 3rd and 4th fingers there. Switching to the 1st and 2nd fingers when they're on the 1st and 2nd frets there. When they're 2 frets apart, maybe I'm going to use my 1st and 3rd. And then I'm going to use my 2nd and 3rd down there so I can keep my 3rd finger on that 4th string. I mean, you'll find your own way, but this works well for me. Back up, and then, similar thing, but this time we're up to the 5th fret on that C chord. Okay, and then we come straight down there. As I say, then we get into the G minor. Okay, so that's the interlude. That then repeats that figure when we get into the coda. And that 4-bar phrase just loops around several times to fade, and that's how the song ends. So I think the only thing to look at now is the intro, and as I said before, we're going to put the capo elsewhere and see what the options are there. Now, the intro is the easiest part of the song. Actually, it's 2 bars of B flat, 2 bars of F, and they repeat. Verse. The thing is, though, on the original, there's a double-tracked 12 string, or at least there's one 12 string in the right channel, another 12 string in the left channel. They're played quite kind of spikily, sparsely with a pick. It's a very, very bright sound that I'm not going to get with a 6 string. And if you know about the tuning of a 12-string guitar, the bottom 3 strings, in fact, have duplicates an octave higher. And you can clearly hear there's a bit of E in that B flat. Nah, just a bit of that. Now that note there, which is just a function of perhaps not quite fretting the bottom string fully and catching an open E there. Nah, that kind of flat 5 sound, which I'm not going to get. I mean, if you really wanted to find that somehow, I don't know, maybe bit of that, but it's too muddy here. I don't think it's really worth replicating. That's just there. If you're playing along with the original and wonder why your beautiful B flat chord, as advertised by my lovely sheet music, doesn't quite hit the mark, it's because there is this slight glitch in the bottom of the 12-string guitar. But you know, that's Nerd's Corner. We don't need to worry about that. Anyway, yeah, we got 2 bars of that B flat, 2 bars of F. That repeats. The drums come in, and we're into the verse. Now, the format of the song then, our 8 bars of intro, the 4-bar section that repeats. We get verse 1, we get chorus, we get verse, then we get the interlude, which is this stuff. Then we get the second verse, second chorus. That then repeats, that second chorus just repeats. We get Starman straight away again, and then we get into the coda section, which is our familiar kind of interlude figure, which is played as I say, on repeat to fade, and that's everything. Okay, I'm going to get my capo sorted out, and then we'll look at an option with a capo on the 3rd fret. All right, capo on the 3rd fret, and some people get, a lot of people get confused by putting the capo in places and what the implications of that are. And here's the thing, and this might not make much sense, but for every fret higher you put the capo, you need to think 1 fret lower with the chord shape that you're playing. So for instance, if I had the capo on the 1st fret, instead of playing an F, I'm going to play an E because that's 1 fret lower than F. On the 3rd fret then, I need to think 3 frets lower. So for instance, the G minor that starts the verse, that can be an E minor now. And of course that is exactly what that bar chord looks like. That's E minor. I'm just thinking 3 frets lower. I guess I'll put the chords on the screen. But if we play, well, I'll go from the intro. B flat becomes G. 2 bars of that, which is easy enough. And then F becomes D. And so on. We get into the verse, E minor. Didn't know what time it was, the lights low. F becomes D. Lean back on my radio. Now the C chords become A. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll. That's all he said. The A flat to B flat become F to G. So look, I haven't quite got rid of my bar chords, but there's certainly fewer of them. Then the loud sound did seem fade, came back like a slow voice on a wave of haze. There were no DJ, that's a hazy cosmic jive. A becomes F sharp, so we've gained nothing there. And the G becomes E. And I guess you could put a finger there on the 2nd fret, which is actually the 5th fret of the guitar, to preserve that same note there. Whoops. There's a Starman. Into the chorus. Sort of D minor, we got B minor. Waiting in the sky. F sharp minor, so we're adding a bar chord here. We like to come, and C becomes A. A7 to blow our minds. There's a Starman waiting in the sky. I mean, I really don't know whether this is any easier, but it's kind of another option. A minor, F sharp minor. Told us not to blow it. Knows it's all worthwhile. Now we had B flat to B flat minor. We're going to have to play G to G minor. At least that's a familiar chord to us. We've now got D to B7. Okay, instead of F to D7, we've got D to B7, E minor. Let the children boogie. And I'm not going to tab out the interlude now, but if you were going to do that, B flat F, C F becomes G to D. A, D. Na, 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 na. I mean, I don't know if that's any easier or not. I just thought I'd include it because it's quite nice to have options. And anyway, this is kind of good for you to start to think about different ways to play these things. And if you're playing 2 of you with the same guitar type and the same chord shapes, then maybe putting a capo on is a way of generating a slightly different sound for one of them. The issue, really, is this D chord. It's a bit pants on the guitar, a D. And now with a capo on the 3rd fret, that's the lowest D we've got. I'm not going to get into playing in drop D. You could do a nice finger-picking version of this. Capo on the 3rd fret, drop D. That's going to be lovely, but that's a whole other video. So yeah, that's everything I've got. I've got the sheet music up for sale, as usual, of course. I'll put that up. I'm going to have a playthrough of the whole thing. And then, of course, I'll let my backing track go on its own so you can play it your way. Yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. time it was the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll. That's all he said. Then the loud sound seemed to fade, came back like a slow voice on a wave of haze. There were no DJ, there was hazy cosmic jive. There's a star waiting in the sky, like to come and meet us, but he thinks it'd blow our minds. There's a star waiting in the sky, he's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Had to phone someone, so I picked on you. Hey, that's far out, so you heard them too. Switch on the TV, we may game up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa or he'll get us locked up and fried. There's a star waiting in the sky, like to come and meet us, but he thinks it'll blow our minds. There's a star waiting in the sky, he's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children do game. Starman waiting in the sky, come and meet us, but he thinks it'll blow our minds. There's a star waiting in the sky, he's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. That's it.